Okay, injury front, I think you guys have most of these, but Malik has a quad injury. We'll get imaging on that. We have to play complementary football to have a chance versus a good football team, and they had a drive start on the 16 after a big punt return that led to a touchdown. They had a drive start on the 18 after a muffed punt that led to a touchdown. They had a drive start on the 25 after a failed 4th and inches, led to a touchdown. A 4th and 1 on the plus 42 led to a field goal. So that's not the way to play a good team where you're giving them short fields. That's not the right. With our defense, we got to make them earn it, and I don't think we did that today. And that's on me to get it fixed. Listen, it's a good football team that you're facing, and guys fought their butts off, but just not enough, especially with some of the field position that we put them in. But with that, I'll take any questions.
Kevin, you had the 4th and 1 from your own 33, 10-8, 7 minutes left in the third. With the defense playing as well as it has, and the elements, all of that, why go for it at that moment?
Felt good, Daniel. I think, there's always the obvious risk when you go for it in those situations, but if you feel good about the plays you have and your players, you feel good about converting on those distances.
Why specifically did you go? I guess, Tommy, why did you go for the sneak with Harold when you've been running the Wildcat, the jumbo packages as much as you have?
Yeah, felt good about the call. Didn't get it done.
Was there any confusion leading up to that? It seemed rushed.
We had a couple guys in and out of the lineup due to injury, so that caused it. But we obviously lined up. It was a quick count, so we knew that the play would get off.
Kevin, did you think that Shedeur built on his first start last week against the Raiders?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it, Mary Kay. Obviously, he's battling like all of our guys are battling. I know there's plays he wants back, but we'll look at it. We'll correct it.
And will you start him next week?
Yes.
So many injuries on the offensive line, guys in and out. How did that affect today?
It's just part of it, Jeff, with injuries. Don't like it, but it's just part of it.
Kevin, it felt like you had success running the ball, but then on those short yardage, even before the 4th and 1 or 2nd and 2 or whatever, how disappointing, and why do you think it didn't work on those 4th and 1s?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it to give you a good answer, Scott, other than to say that they made a play. Felt good about the concepts that we had up, but they did a better job.
Was Wyatt dealing with an injury, and if not, why did you guys rotate him to Tevin?
Yeah, I rotated Tevin throughout the game. I wanted to see Tevin in this game, but obviously want to always get our guys as many reps as we can.
Because with the jumbo package that Tevin is usually in as a 6th offensive lineman, do you think that led to some confusion because it looked like Wyatt?
No, it was really due to the injury that we had previously.
Just one more on that Fannin play. The Wildcat has worked so well with Q. Why not? Why?
Well, it was 4th and inside of 1, I think. So it was inches. So as you guys know, quarterback sneak's the most effective play in that situation. We did not execute. That's on me. We'll get it fixed.
When you say that Shedeur will start next week, are you still taking this week by week, or are you prepared to say that he's kind of your guy?
Yeah, I'm not going to get into all that, Mary Kay, other than to say we all have to just play better.
Okay.
You mentioned the mistakes on special teams, and we've asked you throughout the season about the job that Billy Ventrone is doing, and I say that all to ask, why do you think that major changes aren't required after another game?
Yeah, we'll just make sure that we keep coaching our guys, Daniel, and we had some young guys make some young mistakes today.
On a positive note, what did you think of the touchdown throw that Shedeur had to Harold?
Yeah, I thought that was really well executed. I thought it was a good call by Tommy in that situation. Felt really strongly about that call, that play. We kind of have been waiting to get to it for a couple weeks. Had the right time for it.
On the long punt return that they had, it felt like Grant maybe ran by it. Did you get a sense?
Yeah, I'd have to look at it. I'm not sure.
And you guys are going to have a losing season. I mean, how disappointing is that to you to know that's going to be the case?
All of it. Losing's always disappointing, Mary Kay. It's frustrating, and for your players that work so hard and put so much into this, you want to be able to put them in position to succeed, and obviously we didn't do that today.
You mentioned Malik, but is there any fear for a long-term concern with any of the other guys that I know, like Dylan and even Isaiah?
Absent imaging and testing those type of things, it's hard to say.
How did you think the defense did, given the fact that they were put in bad spots a lot of the day?
Yeah, again, a very, very good offense, as you know. Battled. Of course, there's going to be things that we can clean up, but it's just not. You can't play that way, putting a good team on a short field that many times.
On the field, was it a difficult day to throw because of the wind?
It was. Yeah, it was definitely going away from the dog pound.
What kind of offensive adjustments were you trying to make in the second half? Because it didn't look like anything was working in the second half offensively.
Yeah, we just have to find a way to stay on the football field. Thought there were some good things happening in the run game, but we just not enough, really.
Will you try to get more involved maybe in some of the special teams, since that's been an area of concern?
I guess I'm responsible for all of it, Mary Kay. I'm involved in all of it. We'll get it coached up.
Kevin, you said multiple times that you can't put a good team on a short field like that. So when you decide to go for it on 4th and 1 again, given a 2-point game but still a lot of time left, was that something where like the analytics said to go for it? Was it a gut decision from you?
No, it's always my decision. Listen, I take in information, but it's always my decision. We're going against a good team. We're the underdogs. You're going to have to play in some situations aggressively. I feel good about those two calls and those two concepts on 4th and short. I have to trust our guys based on the matchup, based on who we have, based on who they have, those type of things.